If you work in tech, you've definitely heard of Inspired by Marty Cagan. It's basically the Bible for building great products. But let's be real, it's a dense read. So today, we're boiling it down to its core lessons, helping you get out of the business of just shipping features and into building products that your customers will actually love. In Inspired, Kagan pretty much lays out the playbook that the world's top product companies, your Googles, your Netflixes, your Amazons, all use. And he argues that what separates them isn't just talent or luck. No, it's their fundamental approach, their entire mindset around how they build stuff. And this right here, this is the core of that mindset. It all comes down to one question. Are your teams mercenaries or are they missionaries? Mercenaries, well, they're skilled people who are paid to do a job. You tell them what to build and they build it. End of story. Missionaries, on the other hand, are true believers. They are completely obsessed with the customer's problem and are dead set on solving it. And Kagan's whole point is that to build anything great, you absolutely need teams of missionaries. The problem is, most companies are set up to create mercenaries, and that setup has a name. Kagan calls it the feature factory. You've probably seen it. Maybe you're even living it right now. It's the default model for so many companies, and it's a model that basically guarantees mediocre products and burned-out teams. It's a trap, and it is really tough to escape. So does this flow look familiar? Some stakeholders or executives come up with a list of features they want. A product manager then acts like a project manager, just gathering requirements. They toss those requirements over a wall to a designer to make it look pretty, who then hands off a big old spec document to engineers to finally code it up. In this world, the team's job isn't to solve problems, it's just to ship features. They are, by definition, mercenaries just executing orders. And this quote just hits so hard because it's so true. The feature factory is unbelievably wasteful. Kagan says, and he's probably right, that at least half of our ideas are just not going to work. But the real cost isn't just the wasted engineering hours. It's the opportunity cost. It's all the amazing things your team could have been building instead. Okay, so if the feature factory is so broken, what's the alternative? Well, it all starts with cultivating that missionary mindset. And this isn't just some feel-good, fluffy idea. It's a deep, fundamental shift in how a company thinks about its product teams. This famous quote from the venture capitalist John Doerr is really the rallying cry for the whole book. It's about moving away from top-down commands and moving towards empowered teams who actually own the results. So this is what a missionary team looks like. They're obsessed with the customer, they really understand the business, and, this is key, they have the autonomy to go and find the best possible solution. They don't just own the code, they own the outcome. Okay, that all sounds great, but how do you actually do it? How do you make that switch? You have to change the work itself. You have to shift the team's focus away from just building things, which is delivery, and towards figuring out what is worth building in the first place. And that is what Kagan calls product discovery. Kagan explains that the best product teams are running these two tracks, discovery and delivery, in parallel, all the time. Now, delivery, that's the work we all know, building and shipping a solid, scalable product. Most teams spend 100% of their time here. But the winning teams, they spend just as much energy, if not more, on discovery, that fast-paced, collaborative work of sifting through all the ideas to find the few good ones. At the end of the day, the whole point of discovery is to de-risk ideas before you commit to building them. The output isn't code. The output is a validated product backlog. It's evidence, proof that an idea is actually worth your engineer's precious time. The goal here is to learn as fast and as cheaply as you can. So what exactly are we trying to learn during this discovery phase? Well, Kagan says that all product work, every single idea, boils down to tackling 4 big risks. Your job as a product team is to find good answers to these 4 questions before you write a single line of production code. First, and without a doubt the most important, is value risk. This is the #1 reason products fail. We build something that we think is absolutely brilliant, but our customers just don't care. They won't buy it, or they won't bother switching from what they're using now. If you can't prove there's value, absolutely nothing else matters. Next up, you have usability risk. So maybe the idea is valuable in theory, but can a normal person actually figure out how to use your product? If it's confusing or complicated, people are just going to give up. The value might be in there somewhere, but they can't get to it. Third is feasibility risk. Pretty straightforward. Can we actually build this thing with the team, the tech, and the time that we have? In that old feature factory model, you often find this out way too late, after you've already blown the budget and the timeline. Great teams figure this out up front. And finally, there's business viability risk. Look, a solution could be valuable, usable, and feasible, but if it doesn't actually work for your business, it's a no-go. This is everything else: legal, marketing, finance, sales, compliance. Can our sales team sell it? Does it fit our brand? All that good stuff. So, tackling all four of those risks is a huge job. It's not something one person can do alone. It requires a completely different team structure, one that's built from the ground up for intense daily collaboration. Here's what that looks like. Cagan argues that the heart of every great product team is this product trio: a product manager, a product designer, and at least one key engineer, usually the tech lead. The critical thing here is that they aren't in separate departments. There are no tickets being thrown over the wall, no formal handoffs. They work together, side by side, every single day, figuring this stuff out. And this is the end goal. This is what it's all for: an empowered product trio. You don't give them a roadmap of features to build. You give them hard problems to solve. And you measure them on business outcomes, not on how many features they shipped. They are missionaries, and they are accountable for the results. So I'll leave you with the one question that really gets to the heart of Marty Cagan's work. Take a hard look at your team, your process, your last project, and ask yourself, honestly, were you just shipping code, or were you truly solving problems for your customers in a way that actually moved the business forward? The answer to that question really is everything. To learn more about how to build products that truly matter, make sure you subscribe to Lazy Reader.